Good morning. I think I'm live. I can never quite tell. So I hope you're well, and it's Monday and it looks like it might be a nice day, fingers crossed. So we are going to start in a seat, and what's quite nice to do sometimes if you find that you sit down and you slump is to have a blanket or a cushion that you can just pop underneath your hips. And it just helps to lift the hips, and you can sit cross-legged, you can sit any way you want to, but just letting the hips lift up a little bit. You don't have to sit like me, you can sit with your feet on the floor, you can sit them out long, you can be on a chair if you want to. Okay, so we just allow ourselves to arrive, so just see if you can kind of let the hips become a little bit heavy and let the shoulders relax. And close the eyes and just jump straight in. So coming to your breath and just noticing how it feels this morning with no judgment, just noticing. So maybe if you can soften with the exhale. At the end of the next exhale, blink the eyes open if you closed them, and let's take the arms out wide. Let's have a big, lovely stretch. I always touch my plant when I do that. It's nice to connect with nature. So bring the arms in. So reach them out, reach them high, maybe have a wriggle, waken up the body and the waist, and exhale, bring them in. And take it one more time, palms face up. Lengthen the arms, lengthen the armpits, lengthen the waist. Maybe look up this time. And as you exhale, we're going to take the arms out wide and bring left hand to right knee and just take a gentle twist. So you might feel a bit stiff. We're going to come in and out a few times. So inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, turn in towards your left. And inhale to rise. Try and make it really soft and easeful. Don't force your body, especially if you're doing this with me live. And if you've not been up very long, easeful movements, waking up into our day. And I'll take it one more time on each side, but we'll hold it just for a breath or two. So just see what you can soften. So as you use the inhale, see if you can gently lengthen the spine up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, maybe you soften and just twist a little bit more, but don't force anything. And just hold it here for one more breath. And with the next inhale, reach it up. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. So use the inhale, lengthening. And exhale, soften something. Maybe you find a bit more space, maybe you don't. And one more breath. And then with an inhale, bringing it back up through center. Have a good reach, look up to your hands, and exhale, hands come into the heart. Okay, I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together and take the knees out wide. You might be up here with the knees. If you are, just give them a little bit of a bounce. See what you can soften. Maybe you can bring a bit more weight in and let the thighs open a little bit more. See how it feels. You can always bring cushions under as well. Okay, so I like to have a little rock when I come into this shape in the morning or whatever time of day, just to ease the hips. That works for me. You might prefer the bounce. Okay, but then let something settle, let the hips grow heavy, lengthen up through the waist. And we're just going to turn towards your right knee. Maybe the fingertips come either side of that knee. Maybe you've got a bit of space and you can walk the hands forwards. Nice little hip opener. Maybe you can come all the way down, maybe. But think of lengthening the spine wherever you are. Can you lengthen through the waist, through the upper back, and through the neck and the crown of the head? Let something soften through the hips. And then walk the hands in. We'll take it to the other side. So lengthen and then find the shape. It might feel completely different on this side. But wherever you are, can you especially let the right hip head become heavy, if you're turning towards the left knee, what can you soften? Feel your breath. And then bring it back through center. Bring the hands under the knees. And you can cross leg or put the feet on the floor. But hands come to the thighs. And we're going to take a seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, bring the chest forwards, maybe lengthen the throat. And as you exhale, round it through, chin comes to the chest, drawing the tummy muscles towards the spine. So inhale, stretch the front of the body. And as you exhale, stretch the back of the body. And just take it a few times. See if you can relax the shoulders. Notice if they're up around your ears. What can you soften as you draw them down? And feel the body waking up. Waking up into your day, waking up into the week. And take it one more time, both directions. And then coming to a neutral spine, give the shoulders a shrug. And we'll come up to kneeling. Again, so if you've got something underneath your bum, you can always pad your knees here. But we'll bring the hands into our lower back. And just, it's almost like you're pushing your back down. So you start to draw the tummy muscles in. And we lengthen the back of the spine. Maybe you take the elbows back, roll the shoulders back, and maybe you look up a little bit. So we're kind of opening up through the front of the hips. See if you can lengthen your tummy here, let the shoulders come away from the ears, and then slowly bring yourself back up. And come to the back of the mat in this kneeling position. We'll sweep the arms up, lengthen the body, and as you exhale, bring the hands down by the side of the feet, bringing it down into a child pose. And then push through your shins, lengthen, lift up, arms reach up. And as you exhale, drawing it back down towards your heels. And take that 2 more times. Lengthening and softening. And last one, inhale. And exhale, sweep it down. This time bring the hands out in front of you. So coming into child pose, but with the arms outstretched. Come right up onto the fingertips, if that feels right in your shoulders. Plug your fingertips into the ground, push your shins into the ground, and then have a wriggle through the spine, through the arms, the armpits. Maybe shake the head a little bit left to right here. And then plant your hands down, keep the arms outstretched. And we're going to bring, if you bring the forearms to the floor, can you slide the chest forwards? And just unwriggle. I didn't do that very graciously. So try and do it a bit more graciously than me. And we come to lie on our tummies. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Elbows are pointing up and hugging into the side of the body. Roll the shoulders as you inhale. Lift it up into a cobra. And let's hold it here. So really push your feet into the ground. If you've come up really high, bring it down. So there's not much weight through your hands. So if you can push through the feet, push through the hips. And breathe into the tummy. Breathe into your chest. And with an exhale, lower it down. Push it up to hands and knees. Send it back into a child pose. Keep up on the fingertips. Just give that body a stretch again. Wriggle and bring it up to hands and knees. And we'll just finish with a couple of rounds of cat-cow. The regular version, so make sure knees are hip distance apart. We drop the belly, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, start at the base of the spine. Start to curl from the base so the head comes in last. And again, as you come forward, let it start at the base of the spine, head moves last. So just take a couple of rounds. Okay, and one more, and then it's your choice, depending on how you feel this morning. We're going to finish with our 3 breaths, but you can bring it into child pose, or if you want to, you could take the 3 breaths up in a downward dog. Just want to bring a bit more energy into your day, then go for a downward dog, but keep the knees soft. Be right up on the toes, or you come into a child pose. So if you're in downward dog, see if you can almost let the weight of the shoulders just rest on the arms, push through your fingertips, and see if you can connect with your breath. Maybe the heels become a little bit heavier. One last breath wherever you are. And if you're in downward dog, coming down to your knees. If you're in child pose, bringing yourself up, coming to kneeling or coming into a seat. Give the shoulders a shrug. Maybe inhale, reach it up, give the fingers a wriggle. And then exhale, hands come into the heart. Have a lovely day. I think it's going to be nice, so enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bow the head to the hands, the mind to the body. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a gorgeous day.